Greetings once again, cosmic adventurers. Duuz-Diz-Din back again with more Eden Zero. Previously, as Shiki and the gang essentially go through New Game Plus, reliving past memories, but with a new coat of paint, a happier coat of paint, right up until now. As Shiki and the gang have arrived on planet Gilf in order to get Sister, they find that she is actually leading Rogue out this time, not the fake one. But instead of mercenaries, they're people on a mission of mercy, helping who they can all across the planet, as well as fighting none other than Draken Joe, who, because of the nature of Universe Zero, is still his slimeball self, but seemingly has hurt less people, ? But our beloved Homura, in this universe apparently not trained by Valkyrie, and worst of all, taking on her mother's debts this time around, has been sold off to none other than Iliga, the slimy bastard who wanted to turn Rebecca and of several beekeepers into stone furniture. But thankfully, Sister has been tracking down Iliga for some time, and has a man on the inside who might save Homura from the worst. That man, Moscow. In drag, no less. Will our friends be able to save Homura ultimately? Or will an early encounter with Draken Joe seal their fate once again? Join me as I find out, won't you? Alright, Eden Zero, Chapter 226, Sea God. And Homura in a very, damn, sensual outfit. What's on this gorgeous maiden's mind in a season when the flowers dance? And let's be honest, if she had something on her mind, she'd blurt it out immediately. The sister of this world was up against Draken Joe. While Moscow infiltrates Iliga's tower, Shiki faces a rematch with a destined opponent. So while Shiki, hearing the name Iliga, just questions it, and Wise simply says, I know I've heard that name before. Rebecca remembers all too well all the abysmal and dastardly things Iliga did. With a cold chill running down her spine, she shakingly says, that frog. Wise says, okay, but what's that got to do with Draken? Sister tells him, Iliga is one of Draken's financial sources. Oh, didn't even know that. Or maybe that was stated previously when we actually had the chapters Iliga appeared in, but I just don't remember. Sister says, we were gonna strike there first, getting us one step closer to taking Draken down. At least that was the plan. Sister then radios over to Moscow and says, the situation's changed. We attack Draken head on. This takes Moscow off guard, saying, Wolf? Sister tells him, I'm leaving that bastard on your end to you, Moscow. Moscow says, you can count on little old me. And we see the room filled with women, the same one where Rebecca and the beekeepers had all their clothes dissolved. Kinky. Homura is obviously trembling, and Moscow says, don't worry about a thing, little missy. Homura asks, what is going to become of us? Iliga then appears at the window at the top of the room saying, furniture, that's what. Ribbit, you're going to become my furniture, he says. He snaps his fingers. Just as before, suds start appearing in the room with the girl screaming, what's happening? Wait, my clothes are melting. No! Iliga says, Gotta make your bodies nice and clean first. Homura's clothes begin to dissolve as well as she shrieks in terror. This sends Moscow into a rage, saying, what an utterly shameful kink you have. He then disregards his clothing in disguise, saying, such depravity only intensifies my urge to do this, he says as he leaps towards the window. Iliga is shocked, saying, what is this thing? A man? Wait, he's a robot! And as Moscow shatters through the window, slapping Iliga in the face, he says, Galactic Yokozuna style heavy hope! Heave-ho palm! Hell yeah, this is like the most intense thing I've seen from Moscow in a while. Iliga is sent careening to the ground as the girls look on. We also have the XPs of Mira Jane and Lasagna still in there no matter what. Somehow they always end up in the cage. And Moscow says, girls, now is your chance to escape. The girls call out, but we all owe money. And one that kind of looks like Kana from Fairy Tail says, no matter where we run, Draken will... Moscow says, your debts to Draken are nothing more than a profiteering scam. My master, Sister, will defeat Draken. Homura questions Sister. Then Iliga's men start charging into the room, shouting, prison escape, you won't get away. as Iliga says, "Catch them, all of them! One of them hit me!" We then pick up at the Bialagor district, where we see Draken's headquarters shining like an evil star in a dark city. Our heroes approach Draken's stronghold. Happy says, "So the Beliagor really was on Gilth." Rebecca questions, "Are we really gonna charge in from the front?" Sister says, "Obviously. Hope you don't mind that But Pino immediately detects something, saying, "Sniper detected." Sister aboard the Eden Zero says, "Deploying remote protection matrix." The protection matrix forms around the group, shielding them from gunfire as the citizens go scrambling, screaming, and running for their lives. Wise says, "An ambush?" Rebecca says, "Fee of fire. They found out about our attack." Yeah, I barely remember that guy. Looks like an evil Natsu. Sister gives a smile and a peace sign saying, "Hope you don't mind that I messaged him for a fight." Shiki is stunned saying, "Why?" Sister just laughs saying, "I mean, I didn't want us to win that easily. Handicaps, guys, handicaps. What do you call it? Sandbagging?" Like, sister, no! Bad! You had the element of surprise as well as knowledge. Wise then activates his rich watch saying, whatever. And he's fitted out in his combat-ready Arsenal suit, saying, "Arsenal prototype? Heading out." Rebecca questions, "A prototype?" Wise says, "Hermit's not here, so I couldn't get it to full power." That's right. Oh boy. Yeah, it's those slight limitations from the fact that, they haven't they're not at that full point, And without Hermit, they are at quite a bit of a disadvantage. Wise says, "Besides, I've got a score to settle with him from the last world." And as Wise activates his rockets and flies off, he says, "I'm gonna send his ass flying." Yeah, that's right. In Universe 29, Fee was the one who chopped off Wise's arm, and ultimately it was Hermit who defeated Fee previously. So this is Wise's chance to actually, finish the job for once. And as Fee sees Wise approaching him from the distance, he says, "Was that? You want to fight one-on-one? That won't do you no good." I also forget that these are essentially the Elemental Four in this universe. Actually, I think that's what they are called, the Elemental Four. Although the ones from Fairy Tail were a little bit more memorable, I say, even having Klein and Laguna as part of those members. Daichi also appears just below Rebecca, looking straight up her skirt. She shrieks a little in terror, and as he rises from the earth, he says, "I'm the Element 4's Daichi of Earth. Want some?" he says as he holds out his weird Choco stick or whatever. And, understandably, Rebecca soundly kicks him right in the face. "Thank you, Rebecca." Daichi questions, "What did you just do?" That's right, Daichi was the one who ended up defeating Rebecca previously, too. And it was Sister who had to be the one to handle it. Rebecca says, "That reminds me, I have a score to settle with this guy too." And she tells the others to go. Hell yeah, Rebecca. Shiki gives a nod and he heads off with Sister. Oop. Come on, I need y'all to remember. Also, I've said it before and I know it's probably weird, but I do love Klein's more petite design. It's unfortunate Rebecca's not here to take on Klein, but, different universe and all. So as Shiki, Sister, and Pino make their way into the Beliogor, they're met by none other than Sylph and Jin, Chris and Klein. As Klein says, "I am the element of wind, Sylph." Shiki excitedly says, "Jin, Klein." She says, "Whoa, this takes me back." Yeah, but remember, previously enemies. This is also a good opportunity to get Laguna. Where is he? Klein questions, "Big brother, how do they know my name?" Chris simply questions, "Who knows?" Klein turns to him angry, saying, "It's because you keep calling me Klein." Chris says, "You are Klein, Klein." Klein says, "I am Sylph, the element of wind, Sylph. You, big brother, are my assistant." Sister steps forward, asking Pino, "These guys have memories of the last world too, right?" Pino simply says, "Yes." Sister cracks her knuckles, saying, "Then just leave them to me. I'll get them to remember plenty." Like, don't hurt them. Oh, right. because of what she did for them. That would be the trigger. Healing Klein. Okay, I get it. Sister turns to Shiki saying, Laguna and Draken should be up ahead. Go get Laguna's memories back and kick Draken's ass. Shiki says, got it. And as he runs off, he says, take care of Jin and Klein. Jin gets ready to pursue, saying, trying to escape? The sister calls out, wait, Jin. In the last world, you were working under Sister, all to cure your little sister's illness. Chris says, what are you talking about? Klein isn't sick, which gets Klein angry, saying, you called me Klein again. The shock sister, so she's not sick in this universe. Then how did they end up working for Draken Joe? Klein smiles, saying, good grief, there's no helping you, big brother. And she even laughs. Oh, that's such a cute smile. And the sister is shocked, saying, Klein's emotions are fine? What happened to these two in this world? I guess that goes to show it wasn't going to be that easy. Damn. And as Jack and Joe's men come running at Shiki, they say, intruders! Is it Rogue out? Shiki activates his ether gear, and as he stomps on the ground, he shifts everyone's gravity downward, pinning them to the floor. As he just goes walking off, the men call out, oh, my body! I'm stuck to the ground! I can't move! As Shiki just moves on with Pino. But an unknown voice says, quite the spirited boy you are. And suddenly a tidal wave of water splashes over Shiki and Pino. As he says, water? Where'd it come from? And Pino is washed away. Oh, poor little Pino. But Shiki shifts the gravity so that the water goes towards the ceiling. The voice calls out gravity, the same power as the Emperor. Pino shockingly says, Emperor? And Shiki questions, who's there? The person says, I once bore the name of a sea god in the cosmos of dancing fish, but now I am one who rules by Draken's side over the cosmos of fluttering cherry blossoms. Oh shit! The element of water, Poseidon Nero. Oh no! So it's not Laguna in the element 4. Oh no! Okay, yeah, this is the point where having knowledge of a different timeline starts to get complicated. Oh, Shiki never fought Nero. As Shiki's shocked, saying, Nero? The Emperor of the Oi Cosmos? Pino questions, is it not Laguna? Klein has her emotions, and Emperor Nero is Draken's subordinate. Just what is Shiki's situation in this world? But originally he had the power of wormholes. How does he manipulate water now? Honestly, it's what I originally thought he had, with a name like Poseidon. But he still has the dice. Maybe in this universe he was deposed by his son. Sure. Or something? And so we definitely have to go to the Oi Cosmos at some point to find out the deal with Laguna. Of course it couldn't be that easy. Dang, it really does raise a lot of questions. Because Jin still has his cybernetics. But maybe the conditions of why he became a cyborg are different in this universe? I wonder. Maybe they managed to escape and something else happened to them. So much is different now. Dang. And here I was questioning though before, because it's like, it seems like we're slowly going through them exploring Universe Zero, so it means there must be like some major changes along the way. But man, these changes hit hard by the time we got to Gil. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think the situation is with Jin and Klein? Why is Emperor Nero here? What does that mean for Laguna? With Moscow saving Homura, how does she get back her memory? I actually am kind of thankful to Mashima for going this route, because this is kind of fascinating in a very subtle way. It's kind of like pulling a Final Fantasy VII remake that's both a spoiler and kind of not. But again, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Also remember to subscribe so you don't miss out on more. And until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.